1-800-449-8255. And it was your destiny tonight or today, my friend, or my enemy, or whoever you are out there. Forget destiny. It was sharkstiny. For you have found a shark-a-doodle-doo right here at 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous golden EIB sharkraphone. It's not a microphone, baby. It's a sharkraphone. The Wolfman Jack on crack. Oh, dude, he's more irreverent, more colorful, more cheerful, more polite. I don't know, dude. Sharky has it all, more than you will ever have out there. Many of you think you're nearly perfect, but dude, trust me, you're not even close to Sharky. For today, here on the Shark Show, I'm going to talk about a rock album that everybody in the South Bay, Redondo Beach, Torrance, Palos Verdes, Hermosa Beach, they're all like, oh, dude, Clark the Shark, he fucking loves that Ziggy Stardust 1972 David Bowie album so much that he fucking tries to sound like it. And I'm always like, I don't think I sound like Bowie. But people will see me out there when I'm shopping at Vons or Albertsons or Ralph's or McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or, Del Taco, and they're like, Sharky, you're such a Bowie wannabe. All your GE Greenhouse Effect songs, you're just trying to be Bowie on every fucking song. And I swear to God, you guys, I have never thought that I sound like David Bowie when I sing, but everybody in the South Bay, in fact, everyone around the country who knows about a shark, they say that. They're like, dude, when you hear Greenhouse Effect, Brandy, or She's a Bitch, or, Ben is Dead, or, it Ain't Easy, all that shit, Star, it just sounds like a retread or like a rehash, like a retro hash of Bowie. And I'm like, no, dude, no way. I don't sound anything like Bowie, but everybody says that. When I listen to my music, I just hear really good fucking music. I think people try to say that I sound like David Bowie because it's good. It's really good and it's unique, and you can't place or compare what I do to practically anything except David Bowie. And I still am like, I'm flattered. I think that's fucking rad. But I don't think, maybe on a couple of tracks, I don't think I sound in general like David Bowie, save for a couple of tunes. Right here on the Sharky Show, 1-800-449-8255. I'm sick of hearing it. I want to be appreciated for me, my music, my sharkiness, my destiny. And you right now, you are in the grip. You are in the hands of Sharkstiny, baby, not destiny. From the golden EIB sharkraphone, I'm going to talk about David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust, 1972. I think I was just ending first grade. This is the summer of 72. I was just 7 years old. I just turned 7, but I remember everybody playing this album. When I was in second grade, that was 1972 going to 73. And I would hear so much of this album, these songs, just a little kid. David Bowie toured so hard on this album in 72. I think the tour went into 73 and beyond. I'm not sure, but it was a long ass tour. Ziggy Stardust with Mick Ronson. It was just an exhausting tour. A lot of shows where he was just tired, at the end of that tour. And then he announced, it's over. We're never doing another, which kind of shocked people, but not me, not, the me of now, recent times when I look at David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust. What a long tour, but what an album. It was he had to tour like that because he had to get out this statement. Just this incredible album. Now let's frame the situation here, you guys. Coming on the heels of the incredible Hunky Dory from 1971, you know, people were like, dude, Bowie could never top that album. Hunky Dory with Changes and Life on Mars. You know, gosh, what an album. Just, Kooks, what a song. Andy Warhol. I mean, that was really David Bowie's like orgasm ejaculation where he just shot his wad. And at least everyone thought that about Hunky Dory, 1971. But then this album, this atmospheric, acoustic, very nicely produced, has a really good sound. It sounds kind of thin, you know, but I like it. I like the snappy little drums, Woody Woodmansey and Mick Ronson and the Spiders from Mars. What a band. Trevor Bolder, who later, of course, was with Uriah Heep. But what an album, what a band, what a tour. And it's because of this album today that we speak about David Bowie. You know, there was great music from him before this album and after, but this is the David Bowie album for those of you out there who, you know, if you want to learn about David Bowie and you're just 18 years old right now in 2023, I would recommend you could literally buy any David Bowie album and start from there. But I would recommend that you buy Ziggy Stardust and The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, 1972. I grew up with this album, you guys, and let me tell you, nobody knows this album like me. Clark the Shark at 1-800-449-8255 from the Golden EIB. Sharkerphone, excellence in broadcasting Sharkerphone. It's not a microphone, you guys. I don't use a microphone. I use a solid gold EIB Sharkerphone because, baby, it's like American Bandstand here, baby. They all look to the Shark for the knowledge, for not just music, but politics, medical, prescriptions, biology, volcanoes, insects. You fucking name it. Shark knows everything like a fucking encyclopedia at 1-800-449-8255 right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo Show, baby, where I'm telling you about David Bowie. Ziggy fucking Stardust, motherfucker. What an album this is, you guys. Incredible. One of the greatest albums ever recorded. And, you know, I gotta tell you, me, Clark the Shark, and GE, I probably tried to recreate this album and these songs by, you know, in my own way many times, trying to capture whatever it is that David Bowie could bottle and sell. It was just incredible. His voice is just the sandpaper, gravel, low, weird voice. He's got the weirdest singing voice. There's nobody that sounds like David Bowie. I mean, there's a lot of people in the 80s who tried to imitate it, but Bowie is just so original, you guys, and his songwriting is just so rock and roll incredible. I mean, it's really melodic for how weird it is, and it's really atmospheric, and, you know, the piano, the acoustic guitars, the great drums, the great production, just the great sounds, the great songs that this guy did. What a genius. What lyrics, what atmospheres, what ambiance. It's just all incredible, you guys. What can I say? It's David Bowie. It's going to get 5 stars. I'm not even going to bother to look at the reviews, you know. It's could only get 5 stars, you know. It just, that's what it's gonna get, you know. And that's do a little placard for Ziggy. Yeah, I hope nobody gave this a 4. You could only give this a 5. It's all 5s across the board, and it, you know, it's 6 stars out of 5, you guys. What an album. And of course, it starts off with 5 years. Now, of course, I have my song called 5 Years, probably paying homage in honor of 5 years by David Bowie. What a song, where it starts out where it's like, pushing through the market square, so many mothers sighing, news had just come over, Earth was really dying. And that's how I feel now about the Earth in 2023. I just want it to die already. I just want, either Jesus come back or God or something, man. Somebody blow some shit up, or, just all it is, money and eating and sex and, what are we fucking accomplishing, you guys, here on Earth? It's just going nowhere. And soul love, man, soul love. She kneeled before the grave. What a song, you guys. 2 for 2. He's batting 1,000 with tracks number 1 and 2 on side 1. And Moon Age Daydream, the version on this album is incredible, but I think there's 2 other versions of this song. There's one from, I believe, the Hunky Dory era in 1971, but of course, this version of Moon Age Daydream on this incredible album is amazing, you guys. And of course, Starman, is a starman waiting in the sky. I mean, it's incredible. What a song. And Bowie supposedly took that from Over the Rainbow, like, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. He wrote Starman. And me, Clark the Shark, I do that a lot. I take David Bowie songs and I just tweak them and twerk them, and I turn them into a Greenhouse Effect song. And of course, It Ain't Easy by the Greenhouse Effect, you guys all know. But I was paying homage to It Ain't Easy by David Bowie on Ziggy Stardust, you guys, which of course is, I think, a Kinks song, Ray Davies or Dave Davies, or I'm not sure, or maybe it isn't, but I love David Bowie's version of It Ain't Easy. Fucking great, great song. And of course, you hear my song too, you guys out there on the internet, It Ain't Easy by the Greenhouse Effect. That's one of those songs where people say I sound like David Bowie, but I don't think so. And then Lady Stardust greets you on the amazing side too. I love Lady Stardust. Gosh, what a song. They laughed at the makeup on his face. The boy in the bright blue jeans leapt up on the stage. Fucking killer. Lady Stardust. Great singing, great atmospheres. Great song. And of course, Star, another song where I, Clark the Shark from GE, of course, I have my great song, Star, from 1991, which is paying homage to Star by David Bowie, you guys. What a song. Star, love it. Lady Stardust and Star. And then the Ahead of Its Time, Hang On to Yourself, which almost to me seems like an Iggy Pop song. It's just so fucking killer. I love Hang On to Yourself. I love it. I love the driving beat. It's so punk rock, new wave. It's so rock and roll ahead of 1972. Hang On to Yourself. What a song. My brother Paul loved that. Of course, Paul with the Jades in the South Bay, Redondo Beach, Torrance. Man, he could have been huge in music if he had stayed away from drugs. Dude, him and I hooked up and we rocked, and it was great many times, but we just couldn't quite hit it off on all cylinders. But he loved Bowie and he loved Hang On to Yourself. And of course, the song, title track, Ziggy Stardust. What a song, you guys. Man, great song. This album's just bringing a tear to my eyes. So great. And of course, Suffragette City, one of the greatest songs ever recorded in rock and roll history, is just amazing. Just awesome. What a song. Driving, new wave, punk rock, rock and roll, Iggy Pop, the Stooges, but better. Melodic, much more melodic and atmospheric. Suffragette City. What a fucking song, you guys. Amazing. And of course, the final song on this album, Rock and Roll Suicide, it's almost like David Bowie is either channeling, I don't know, like Dionne Warwick or maybe Burt Bacharach. I mean, it's just incredible melody, the way it builds and it's just a driving, building melody going up in the air. It's just so great. And his voice is just this sandpaper cigarette. It's all gruff. And he's like, time takes a cigarette, puts it in your mouth. You know, you pull on a finger, then another finger, then cigarette. You're just another rock and roll suicide out there. Clark the Shark is going to tell you to go buy this album, you guys, at Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, wherever. Napster, I don't care, dude. Fucking piss off Lars Ulrich. If you can, still buy shit from Napster just to piss off that guy. But make sure you, whatever you do, dude, you fucking buy some David Bowie at 1-800-449-8255 right here on the fabulous Clark the Shark show. And you tell him that Clark the Shark told you about 5 Years, Soul Love, Moon Age Daydream. All these amazing songs, Starman. And you know, if you're just 18, dude, and you were born in 2005, dude, get into David Bowie and get into Ziggy Stardust, and don't listen to any music from 1991 forward. Just cut it off in the 70s. Don't even listen to the fucking 80s, kid. Listen to, music starts to fucking suck in the 80s. I would fucking cut it off about 1983. Me, Clark the Shark, I keep going because, you know, punk rock and all that shit in the 80s, I gotta appreciate it, you know. But for someone, you know, young people today, you young people out there, you know, I would get more into David Bowie and The Who and Led Zeppelin, the Beatles and the Stones and John Lennon and all that shit. And don't run that shit along with the 90s or even the 80s or the 00s. Fuck that, dude. Because somewhere along the line, rock music lost its soul, and it lost that thing that David Bowie had in 1972, that every band had back in 1972. You know, like The Who in 73 with Quadrophenia, or The Who with Who's Next, or the Stones with Sticky Fingers, or the Stones with Let It Bleed in 69. Come on, you guys, that fucking great period of music is gone forever. That music in the past 30, 40 years, something happened, you guys. What it is they aren't signing honest people that tell the truth, like me, Clark the Shark. I'm going to call everyone out, and I'm going to call a spade a spade. And the music industry doesn't want that. They want people that are safe, that are liberal, that just toe the party line, you know. And, you know, and then conservatives on the country, Fox News, they're the same way, dude. All they are is liberals with a Bible, and they worship Jesus. But when you get right down to it, everybody is just afraid to speak their mind and have an opinion out there. Nobody wants to offend anybody, you know. But you know, with Clark the Shark, you got to be very careful around me, because not only will I call you out, I call me out. I fucking call everybody out, and I call it what it is. And this is why people don't like me. You know, I can go up to Torrance or Los Angeles, and I'll look you in the eye, dude, and you know you're fucking afraid of me. You might be able to beat me up or throw a brick at my head, but when it comes to an argument or a debate or even a pleasant conversation, you know you're in way over your head when you talk to Clark the Shark at 1-800-449-8255, especially when I'm on the fabulous golden EIB Sharkerphone, where, baby, it's not a microphone, it's a Sharkerphone. And when I'm talking about David Bowie, you guys, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And, you know, people in Los Angeles, you know, dude, from Los Angeles to New York to Chicago to fucking everywhere, they know it, dude. Don't even, dude, if you're alternative or emo or indie or heavy metal and you're some kind of expert, dude, I will research it. And I already researched it 45 years ago, and probably before you were even born, dude. So be careful and walk on eggshells when you're around Clark the Shark, because you will lose, dude, the debate. Just try to have a friendly conversation with me and appreciate the fact, dude, that I'm happy and I'm just in a good mood all the time. And I actually want to love you and be your friend. I don't want to argue, just like David Bowie, just like Ziggy Stardust. He just wants to entertain you, and that's how I am. Clark the Shark, I want to say that to my family and my sister and everyone. I'm just a lovable, cuddly, cute guy. I'm not out to get you, but if you're a fucking douchebag, I'm going to call it out, and I'm not perfect by any means. I ain't, 100% on God's, good list either myself. I'm just saying I try to keep good, man, or whatever, obey the law, dude abides kind of shit. And a lot of people just don't. They do illegal shit. Now, I'm not going to name names, but there's people out there, they call themselves a Christian and they go to church, but then they do illegal shit like blessing looms and gifting circles, and they steal money from people. And then when the shit gets scary, they go and run and hide, and they set up video cameras and motion lights all around them. And baby, let me tell you, they ain't paranoid. There's fucking people really after you, dude. You better have a fake liberal judge or phony police protecting you or security around you, buddy, because it ain't Clark the Shark that's after you, bro. It's your 300 other people who don't like you that are after you. And remember it, and remember it well. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, the golden EIB Sharkerphone, 1-800-449-8255, the Wolfman Jack on crack. You just heard the fucking word, the testimony, the gospel, the truth. You fucking name it. You heard it all from Clark the Shark. And when I die, my ghost will come back everywhere on planet Earth, every square inch of it. You better watch yourself out there, because Clark the Shark is watching you. But you know what? I don't even fucking care. I'm not a liberal. You can do whatever you want, dude. Just don't steal my money, all right? At 1-800-449-8255. That's right. And while we're on the subject, if you're over in Singapore or Malta or Northern Germany or Italy or wherever, and you have Clark the Shark's money and you think you're going to take it and get away with it forever, Garth, you won't. VR!